Hello everybody, it's your boy Big Daddy Cosplay, and it is Comic Book Wednesday. And before I get on to the normal festivities involving books of the week and all like that, I want to talk to you guys about a product that I am an ambassador for. It is Ray's Energy Drink. You guys may have seen me talking about it before, but once again, Ray's Energy Drink, it is the newest energy drink that is sweeping the nation, right? I would like you guys, and they would like you too, to join the Ray's Rebellion. This is strawberry colada. I told you guys before, this is one of my favorite flavors of Ray's Energy. So again, you can purchase Ray's Energy drink using my product code BDK right here, BDK. And also, there's a link right here, right? Get that link, go place an order. This link will get you a free, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that, right? All you have to do is just pay shipping when you use that link, right? And product code BDK. The product code gets you a percentage off of the shipping. The link itself will get you a sample pack, right? It's a sample pack of about 8 drinks, right? And some other nice goodies involved in the sample pack. It's a $50 value, right? That you'll get for just a low shipping price. Right? And again, you'll get a percentage off of that shipping price by using product code BDK. Right? So again, please go ahead, hit the link, purchase Ray's Energy, join the Ray's Rebellion. Again, use product code BDK. It's your boy Big Daddy Cosplay. Now let's move on. I got some stuff to talk to y'all about, right? And that's all about the X-Men. Starting. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, by now you guys know here on the YouTube channel, I do a comic book topic, and sheesh. So, just reading X-Men number 20, right, by Jonathan Hickman. So, one of the subplots of everything that's been happening since the X-Men have come back and have been on this run with Jonathan Hickman as the head of all things X, right? There's been this subplot involving Mystique, right? As you guys know, there's mutant resurrection protocols where basically if a mutant is killed, because of certain things like Krakoa, there's an ability to be able to bring mutants back. Now in recent issues, that thing has actually come into question. See Ten of Swords crossover for that reason. But Mystique has petitioned both Magneto and Xavier to bring back Destiny, right? For a long-time X-Men readers, you guys know Destiny is the mutant precog. She can see the future, and a long-time lover of Raven Darkholm, aka Mystique. She wants Destiny back for certain reasons. Xavier and Magneto have declined to do so, right? There are specific reasons for that. The problem is that they are playing a dangerous game with the wrong person, right? If there's any one person who could completely bring Krakoa down and this entire mutant utopia that they built, that is the one person who could do it. You don't fuck with Mystique, right? And Mystique will not be denied, right? We know anybody who's ever read any comic involving Mystique, we know exactly how dangerous and how deadly and quite frankly how ruthless she can be when she has a specific goal in mind. She wants Destiny back, and she will do anything it takes to get that done. And if she doesn't get that, then she will burn Krakoa to the ground. And she can do it, right? So here's the thing, right? Like I said, Magneto and Xavier, they've been playing this dangerous game with her, where they have her like go and do there's a fly buzzing around, and it's really annoying me, and I wish I had heat vision, right? And anyway, oh, he's gone. Oh, and he's back. Get out of here. All right. So anyway, they have basically been toying with her, right? Sending her on these missions, and basically leading her to believe that if she does these things, that they will eventually bring Destiny back. Xavier and Magneto have no intention of ever doing that, right? And this is in turn a problem, right? Because number one, it's actually a pretty cruel thing to do, and we know cruelty is not something Magneto is above, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's Magneto. Like, he will do whatever it takes. Magneto is not a good man. You know what I'm saying? Right? In his brain, which is what makes him the character that he is. And we've often said, like, the best villains always see themselves as the hero, right? In his brain, he will sit here and have you believe that, like, everything that he does is for the greater good of mutant kind. And on the surface, yes, it is. But there's a certain quote from out of the Master of Magnetism's mouth. I remember it very well, right? And it's something that he said to anyone who would listen. When will you all learn? I am not a hero. The only thing that matters to me is what I want and how I'll get it. Right? So cruelty is not something that Magneto was above. Right? Now, here's the other side of that coin. Right? Xavier. Now, again, we know Xavier has his issues, and he is, proven himself to be Xavier is a good man, but he's a flawed good man, right? He's got his own inner darkness, and he's got his own things that he, has done. He has not been a perfect man, by any stretch of the imagination. But he's a man with a dream, right? With a dream that to this point he has now abandoned, right? Which creates this very interesting kind of thing, because now we have Xavier and Magneto so aligned here in this world that they've created, right? And they are so aligned to the point that they are willing to sit here and play this cruel, and yes, it is cruel, and it's a cruel and deadly game with one of the deadliest mutants on the planet, right? No, Raven Darkholme Mystique is not an Omega mutant. She can't She doesn't control the fundamental forces of nature. You know what I'm saying? She is. She's not Storm. She's not Magneto. Right? You know, she's not Apocalypse. You know, but she's a shapeshifter, right? And she's a shapeshifter who is so powerful that that not even Wolverine would be able to probably detect her at this point. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like her power got upgraded to the point where like she can shapeshift and like, you know, not even Wolverine will be able to smell the difference, right? And also I think like, you know, she's also like semi-immune to telepaths. I could be wrong, but again, if that's the case, that's a new thing, right? I don't remember, right? Again, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But again, this is going to create for some natural drama, right? Because at the end of this book, right, they said, and I'm just gonna show you here, right? Because I don't think that this is. I'm gonna read you the quote, right? This place will seem to be hope for our kind. When those days come, remember these words: bring me back. And if you cannot, if they will not, then burn that place to the ground. Now, Marvel put out a story this week for some of the comic sites talking about this story coming in the fall called Inferno. Right? Now, a lot of old school X-Men fans may remember Inferno as one of the great X-Men stories of all time. I think we first got to see a lot of Mr. Sinister during that story arc. It was also the culmination of everything involving Madeline Pryor, aka the Goblin Queen, as well as her death. So the title of Inferno has some meaning around mutant parts. After reading that quote and after seeing that blurb, there is an Inferno coming, and it stands to reason that Raven Darkholme will be at the center of it. And I don't know what this means for the X-Men going forward after that, because there are some things that's going to be happening here in the interim. You know, coming soon we've got the Hellfire Gala, and then the Trial of Magneto, and then obviously Inferno. So here's what we know, right? Every time things look like they're going very well for our mutants, right? Invariably, something will happen to burn it all to ashes. Right? Lest we forget Genosha, lest we forget Utopia, yes, lest we forget the mutant decimation, lest we forget the multitude of things that have happened. Like, you know, every time these guys thought that they were in a position where everything was good, right? Something happened to fuck it all. This time, it stands to reason that for everything that Xavier and Magneto have built, it's going to be their own hubris that tears it down. Okay. Alright. So that's that. Alright. It's your boy Big Daddy Cosplay. Holla at your boy. So that has been my little comic book talk, rant, whatever you want to call it. That's all I got for right now. So don't go anywhere, alright? Because coming up next is Books of the Week with me, alright? Books of the Week with your boy Big Daddy Cosplay. It's Comic Book Wednesday. Don't go nowhere, because that is coming up now. Hello everybody, it is your boy Big Daddy Cosplay. It is Comic Book Wednesday. So I'm going to apologize if this is like, if I'm going through this like the Flash, but I have a lot of books to get through and I have no time to ramble whatsoever. None, as I start off this video by rambling. Let's go, right? So we're gonna start off with the return, right? It has been long talked about and they're finally back. It is Milestone Returns, all right? Infinite Edition 0, right? It is the long-awaited return of Milestone Comics, and I'm so excited. So I was a kid of the 90s, and I said I was not going to go ahead and do this, but I can't help it. So anyway, I was a kid of the 90s, back when the original Milestone Comics debuted. I got into that game late, but those were some really damn good comics, right? Milestone's back, right? And for all of those people who, like remember Milestone Comics, or if you guys were a fan of Static, the character's name is Static, not Static Shock. Just saying. If you guys were a fan of Static and all those books from back in the day, so excited to have these guys back. This book is written by Reginald Hudlin. You guys might know, anybody who knows me personally knows I have a love-hate relationship with Reggie Hudlin. Right? I despised his Black Panther run, but he's done other stuff that I've actually really enjoyed, right? So, and even during that Black Panther run, there was actually some moments in there that the book was actually really good. But in any event, Milestone Comics is back, and you need to get the book. All right, a lot of stuff to get through, right? So, damn it, I said I wasn't going to do it. All right, I'm going to stay true to that. It's Reptile #1. I really want to talk more about this, and I fucking can't. So I just have to just tell you to get the book. It's Reptile #1. Go ahead and get the book. Oh, this is killing me. It is Mr. Miracle #1. The Mr. Miracle, the Source of Freedom #1. Right? This is not the Mr. Miracle that you guys may remember from the Tom King limited series. This is a different Mr. Miracle. This is the benefit of the DC Omniverse, right? You get gems like this, right? Gotta just let it go, all right? Mr. Miracle, the Source of Freedom #1, go get the book. All right, damn it. Philadelphia's back, right? Philadelphia issue number 13, right? One of my favorite books, right? Lucky number 13. Look at that cover. Isn't that spooky, right? Shout out to Rodney Barnes, killing this book, as always. Philadelphia number 13. Go get the book, all right? This hurts. All right. Beta Ray Bill number 3, right? My man is trying to glue the fucking hammer back together. And obviously there's more to it than that, but he wants his hammer back by any means necessary, right? Betty Ray Bill number 13. That cover is fucking dope, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, it reeks of desperation. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I have to cut that there because I can't say more, right? Betty Ray Bill number 3, go get the book. This hurts. This hurts. Robin number 2, right? Introducing Flatline. She'll kill you. Flatline. Fight. Robin number 2. Go get the book. Detective Comics number 1036. Right? The Huntress. Right? Who Batman has always had a very strained relationship with. He and the Huntress, like, traditionally have not gotten along very well for reasons, and I said I was not going to talk, and I can't help it, but, you know, Huntress is a little murderous at times, and Batman don't like that, right? And there's more I want to say, but, you know, the Huntress is in Detective number 1036. Go get the book. All right. Action Comics number 1031, right? It is chapter. I mean, I just need to make sure. Yeah, I thought it was, and I'm right. All right, it's chapter 2. It's chapter 2 of World Rising, right? Mongol is back and he's brought another war world with him. I'm not going to say that again. Yes, Action Comics number 1031, go get the book. All right. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 26, all right? It's the Clone Saga, all right? Miles Morales' Clone Saga, right? This figures to change Miles forever, right? And here's the beauty of this. This will not be long. This will not be a long and drawn out Clone Saga like when Peter went through it, right? So again, and it started out with a pretty good bang. So already I'm enjoying this Clone Saga much better than 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, a long time ago. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 26. Go get the book. God damn it. I wanted to talk more about this. Okay, let's just stop though. Alright, so it's Teen Titans Academy number 3. I told you guys last month that, or a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, that Suicide Squad was going to be crossing over with Teen Titans, and here it is, right? It's the continuation from Suicide Squad number 3, and they are here at Titans Academy. Yeah, there's going to be some furniture moving, right? That's another way of saying violence. Go get the book. Teen Titans Academy number 3. Red X, Suicide Squad, Superboy. Go get the book. I'm doing it. Somehow I'm doing it. I don't know how, but I am. So it's Black Widow, number 7. New story arc starts here. I am the Black Widow. Right? I am not the Black Widow. I am not the Black Widow. She is the Black Widow. That's the name of the story arc, is I am the Black Widow. I'll let you have a minute. I know you're still laughing. All right, moving on. All right, so I'm not gonna go ahead and get into the things that have already happened. Like, you know, like we've talked about, like where Natasha is at this point, but Yelena Belova is in San Francisco with her, and there's a new villain. His name is Apogee. I gotta figure out what the name of this guy is. They haven't really talked about the pronouncement, but she's got a new villain, and the story arc is called I Am the Black Widow. And if you aren't reading this book, what the fuck is wrong with you? Black Widow number 7, go get the book. Right? By far the best Black Widow series to date. Right? Moving on. Right? We have a milestone issue. It is the last issue of Tanashi Coates' Black Panther run. It is Black Panther number 25. It ends not only the Tanashi Coates run, it also ends, that is number 25, yeah, it also ends the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, right? So many things happen. as well as like, you know, every single black superhero in the Marvel universe comes and assembles to help T'Challa. This is the most epic ending we could have asked for. Thank you, Tanachi Coates, for your run. I know a lot of people are like, you know, had some mixed results on how they felt about your book. I personally loved it. And no, it wasn't something that appeared on the Books of the Week every week, but there are reasons for that. Right? Again, and taken as a whole, beautiful. Right? So, Black Panther number 25. It's the end of an era. Go get the book. All right. Mutants number 18. All right. Danielle Moonstar has to beat the shit out of one of her fellow New Mutants. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Go get the book. Oh, I'm so upset that I can't talk more about this. That's Nimrod. For those of you who've been reading X-Men for a long time, you know Nimrod does not mean anything good, right? But that's not even the big story of all of this, right? Because when I really just read this book, like, you know, Xavier and Magneto, dude, they have just done something that is absolutely fucking cool. And follow me on YouTube for more talk about this. X-Men number 20. Go get the book. Alright, we're just going to zip through these last few. They are tie-ins to Heroes Reborn. It is Young Squadron number 1. Siege Society. Alright, that's Baron Zemo and some of the worst villains in this world without Avengers. Alright. Magneto and the Mutant Force. Alright. What an amazing issue of Heroes Reborn. It focuses on Dr. Spectrum. And I have a newfound love for Dr. Spectrum. This issue is fucking great. Right? That's all I'm gonna sit here and say about that. Definitely go get this issue because like there is so much going on there. This is Jason Aaron, I think at his best, right? Because it's crazy. This issue is crazy, right? Heroes Reborn number 4. Go get the book, featuring Dr. Spectrum. All right, and last but not least, and I need to take a deep breath and read this. It is The Other History of the DC Universe, starring The Question, Renee Montoya. If you guys may remember, Renee Montoya was once upon a time The Question, and this book features her story. I need to read this back portion here real quick because I just thought it was just an amazing quote. I'm not a bad person, but I'm also not a very good one. I suppose if anyone were going to write about me, the most they could say, maybe the best they could say, is that I drank a lot, I didn't love very well, and I cared too much for people who didn't deserve sympathy. If I lived my life poorly, I still lived it by a simple code. Be the least immoral person in an immoral world. Renee Montoya. I love that quote. That pretty much sums up Renee Montoya. Nobody could have said anything better. And those are the words of Renee Montoya. So again, it's The Other History of the DC Universe, starring Renee Montoya, aka The Question. And that is it. Holy shit. You guys know the deal. Support your local comic shop. I'm here in the friendly confines of Uncanny KOP. Here's the set. All right. Yeah, I made it. I did it. Thank you. You guys know I like to talk, and I'm still kind of rambling right now, and I need to stop. So, as always, support your local comic shop. I said that already. Go get your books. This has been Books of the Week. It's your boy, Big Daddy Cosplay. Holla at your boy. I'm out.